Hey guys, Houls here from Houls Fitness. It is 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning. I believe the date is the 18th. And we are currently 6 days out from my competition now. I just want to do a quick video. As you can see, I'm down here at Main Beach on the Gold Coast. And it's not the best morning, but it's still a beautiful morning. And I've just dropped my fiancée Siobhan at work. Now, I was taking it down, and this is what my day today is going to consist of. The gym doesn't open till 8 o'clock, which is pretty shit, actually. Sorry for the language, but it's pretty bad because now I've taken Siobhan to work because I've got to get to the gym today, and as some of you may or may not know, I'm spending about 3 hours at the gym, 5 days a week. Yeah, it's pretty excessive, but that's what's got to be done. And I'm getting it done, and no complaints. I enjoy it. The cardio, no, I don't enjoy that. Weights, I love lifting weights. I love to get paid to lift weights. That would be my dream, and I'm trying to make that come true. So anyway, but yeah, you're going to see a lot of people running past in this video. So yeah, so anyway, on the way here, I was telling Siobhan about how my day is going to sort of consist, and what's going to be is me going back, having some breakfast because the gym's not open. Otherwise, I'd go straight to the gym now. I'll go home, quickly have some breakfast, probably let that sit for half an hour or whatever. And I'll actually put up a video of what I'm doing this morning because I always make my pancakes on a Sunday because I can actually put my breakfast and my mid-morning snack together, and that actually allows me to have it's not a cheat meal or a refill meal. It just means that I can have something a bit different, and I always look forward to my pancakes. But anyway, so I get to go home, have my breakfast, probably chill for about half an hour, maybe do some video editing in that time. I've got to try and utilise it the best way I can because then I'm off to the gym for 2 hours, and then by the time I come home, it'll be time to have lunch. So then after I have lunch, I've got to quickly duck out because today I've got to go and pick up my pack for the bodybuilding show for the weekend. So then I'll be going to pick that up, and by the time I pick that up, I'll come home. Actually, I'll probably not even come home. Then I'll probably only have time to go and pick Siobhan up again, and then by that time, and then we're back at the gym because Siobhan's got to go to the gym this afternoon, and so do I, to put in that cardio time as well. And then I'm back, and by that time it'll probably be about 6 o'clock, time for dinner, and that would be my Sunday and my day off. Yeah, so what I'm actually the whole point I'm trying to get to is prioritizing and balancing out your life. Now, obviously, with my schedule being the way it is, I'm pretty busy, and I'm also trying to get my website up. Plus, I work full time, so my work is 9 till 5, Monday to Friday, and then any spare time that I find, I'll try and do my website that I will be coming out soon. And then on top of that, I train, and I also do programs for people. I haven't released it publicly yet, which will come out soon. But so obviously I stay pretty busy. Now, if I could say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say that my lifestyle and my priorities, 10 being everything's in order, everything's laid in order, I would have to say that I'm about an 8, a 7 or an 8. I'd probably say an 8 because I've got pretty good organizational and management skill. Now, what that takes, though, is actually knowing what is important to me, and not just to me, what's important for those around me. Now, obviously, Siobhan is my fiancée, and when we're dealing with matters of the heart, and considering someone else, these are the things you've actually got to be able to. These are your priorities. So Siobhan would be my number one priority. Then it would obviously be my health. then my my outer work being trying to get my website up, then it would probably actually be my job, which I do see as my job. And you know, there's a difference between a job and a career. I would love for it to be my career, but it's not my passion. So, and for those of you who don't know, I do graphic web design and stuff like that, of an office nature, which and I do it from home. So sitting at home at my desk for, you know, 8 hours a day doing work, and then on top of that I'll do a few hours of my website a day, and then having to do videos, and then editing the videos, putting them up onto YouTube. It all takes time. A 7-minute video could take anywhere from, you know, an hour to 3 hours, depending on, you know, the cuts, the this, the that, the whatever. But that's all the stuff that goes behind it, and that's what we push out to you guys, for myself and other YouTubers that actually feel the love and put the passion into it. That's, I don't know if you're aware, but, you know, yeah, a 5 to 10 minute video might just be 5-10 minutes to you guys, but to us it takes, you know, anywhere from, depending, half an hour to 3 hours, you know. So again, that's prioritizing, isn't it? So when you only see 1 or 2 videos come out a week, that's why. I always want to try and get at least 1 or 2 videos out a week. But, you know, coming up to my show, whether that's going to happen this week. But then I thought, hey, this is what I could do. I've got some time at the moment. I'll come past the beach. Obviously you can see the beach here. The sun's trying to peer through the clouds. It's a semi-beautiful day. I've just dropped Siobhan at work. I thought, hey, talking of priorities and time management, which is so important. I really haven't gotten to the point of this whole video, but in life you've got to prioritize accordingly. Just because it's important to you doesn't mean it's important to everybody else that's around you and inhibits your life. Inhabits your life? Inhabits your life. Inhibits. So you've got to first make sure the things that are in your life actually matter. Because a lot of the times, in 6 months' time, something that matters now, you'll turn around, it might be 6 months, it might be 6 hours, it might be 6 minutes. You might turn around and say, you know what, that really didn't matter all that much. But you put so much effort and energy, and you're exhausted. You may have had an argument. I know a lot of you might know what I'm talking about. You have an argument, then you realise, what are we even arguing about? And a lot of the times it's because you haven't thought to yourself, you haven't actually prioritised even the argument itself. And what that means is setting a, I guess what Tony, I've been listening to a lot of Tony Robbins recently, because I've been needing a bit of external motivation, and I've been listening to Anthony Robbins since I was 8 years old. I remember my mother bought I think they were Personal Power tapes on the cassettes. And, you know, they promise you all these things, riches and quality of life and whatnot. And it was beautiful. Oops. I'm talking about the sun. Where is it? There. I'm talking about the sun. That sun looks beautiful. But yeah, anyway, so is Anthony Robbins. He's a beautiful man. But yeah, the tapes. So I was 8 years old and I was listening to these, but it's sort of, you know, I've always been a big person, a big believer on positive thinking and, you know, the power of positive thinking. But that's not what this video is about. But yeah, getting back to, he talks about setting a quality quantifier to your, you know, your priorities in your life, and you've got to make sure that what actually matters actually has, you know, actually does matter. Oops, I'm always zooming in on him for. So when you, like I said, my priorities would be, number one would be my love life with Siobhan. So that takes priority number 1, and it probably sits on a scale of 1 to 10, probably about a 10. No, not probably, it is a 10. And then obviously you come down the scale, and that's where you should actually realise, okay, that's what matters. So for some of you, you might have the best relationship, and I think you should always, when it comes to your family life, whether it's your children, whether it's your mother, your father, I think family and the ones you love should always be priority number 1, and you need to quantify them as top range all the time, because what happens if your health is your number one priority, as this guy sits at the beach and has a cigarette. That's really nice. I might turn my focus away. You can't really see that anyway. But yeah, so your health. If your health's number one and you put all your energy into it, your health will get better, because that's what happens. Where focus goes, energy flows. So having said that, if you put all your effort into getting healthy, your health will incline. You know, it'll definitely go up and you'll notice the changes. But what happens if you just solely focus on that? Everything else might start to come down. So that might include your family life. That might include your work life, your career, your friends, your relationships. So this is trying to find the perfect balance, you know. This is trying to prioritize your life. I guess this is just a quick note, because doing this competition, it's not really a quick note, is it? Doing this competition, I've really discovered what it's like to have to really prioritize, I guess, exactly what it is I want and how bad I want it and what I want to put into it, like 100%, 90%, you know. So obviously my training I've put on top. But having said that, that means that something else has dropped down. You know, I feel for myself it's been my relationship with Siobhan. Not that I'm saying it's been of a neglective nature, just that because Siobhan understands, my fiance understands that this is what I need, or this is what I'm doing, so she obviously supports me 100%, and that's what we can do, and we communicate in ways around it. So when times get tough, that's what we do, we communicate. And that's why we have such a strong bond, I believe, and such a great relationship. So having said that, you've got to decide what's important to you. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being it matters the most, make sure that that's what you're putting first. So is your loved one, are they a 10? Do they deserve the 10, the number one spot? If not, maybe you need to reevaluate. And then obviously come down, but prioritize in a way that you're benefiting and you actually understand what is important. And I guess this is what I'm getting at. And I guess I got the time to kill this morning, so I was like, well, prioritize. Getting a video out to you guys is a priority for me, and I don't just want to make crap, but I actually want to have something that has some sustenance, some substance, and is relevant. And to me, prioritizing your life is relevant, and that's what you've got to do. You've got to make sure that what you're prioritizing matters. And if it doesn't matter, then it's time to reevaluate. It's time to go back to the drawing board and decide, well, you know what, that really doesn't matter. Because like I said, in 6 minutes, 6 hours, 6 months, you'll turn around and go, you know what, that really didn't matter all that much. But that's fine, because in the moment, if you don't, it's like goal setting. You've got to set a goal, because that way you set yourself a time frame and you've got something to work for. And if you don't prioritize and actually put you don't actually put a quantifier or say a number to that on a scale of 1 to 10, you're constantly just going to be airy-fairy. You're not going to have any direction, and you'll sail through life going, well, you know what, I really didn't get anywhere. And you know why? Because you didn't have a destination. And everyone, you've got to have a destination and a goal. It's good to sometimes just sit back and let life come to you, but you can't do that for too long, because life won't come to you, it'll go right by you. And unless you're willing to get out there and get what's yours, then life will pass you by. Just like all these runners, it's just going to be gone. You know, and life's way too short to just sit back and ponder what if. So I guess this is all more or less a motivating, I don't know if it's motivating to you, but I just think get out there, you know, but make sure what you're doing matters and prioritize accordingly. Alright guys, I think I've yapped on enough. I think it's time to go home and have some breakfast. I'm going to be making my pancakes, so keep an eye out for those. And yeah guys, as usual, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment and subscribe and share these videos. Any likes that you give me, a thumbs up, because they do help, and it helps people find my videos. and share them. If you think they're worthy of a share them for me. That'd be great. I appreciate it. 7 days out, 6 days out actually. Wish me luck. It's all coming to fruition. Why? Because I had a goal. I went for it. I don't know if those of you are following me are actually seeing my progress, but I did actually put up a thing in regards to my weight. If you could guess my weight, then you get a discount off my online coaching services, along with, if you wanted a meal program or a training program, discount off those as well. And they will be released very soon. I can't say when. I guess that's not prioritizing, isn't it? It's not goal setting. There's just a few things that I want to do first, that's all. But the goal is to have it out. So that is a goal in itself. It's just going to be a matter of when. My hand's going numb from holding up the camera. Take it easy, guys. I hope you've had a great weekend. Look out for my pancake video. Comment, subscribe. And thanks for watching again. I'll see you later. Bye.
So